Coming at you live from California. It presents the only tour that's worth more than $2 million in cash prizes. Hey everyone, this is McCoy. Welcome back to the TPP podcast. I am joined by my co-caster.
Pokear 2004, and it seems my co-caster loves spreading misinformation.
Yeah, this is definitely worth the $2 million in cash prizes. Come on, at least some of us have good. At least some
and
of
you're
us got it.
definitely in Anaheim, California, too.
Yeah, I'm definitely. Look at this nice weather we're having. Actually, it's raining, but whatever. It's fine. Last time we covered week 5, recap, week 6 predicts, and now the crucial week is over, and a lot of teams are now gone.
Well, actually, I think only one team is confirmed to be out.
And it's probably the one we all know that is currently out.
Well, yeah. What else would it be? I literally just said only one team is confirmed out.
But the other ones, well, they got a much tougher hill to climb. But let's go through the matches, shall we? Alright, first off, we have the Stupid Town Snoms absolutely obliterating the Silverhaven Slowbros and knocking them completely out of the tour. You know, it was to be expected from the worst ranked team according to the power rankings, at least. Well, at least they went down kinda swinging.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, it's a Slowbro. Okay, no. They went out because a Snom beat them. Alright, no, never mind. Anyway.
And I was gonna say, this was a slaughter.
Well,
this wasn't close.
Not as much as the slaughter we're gonna talk about next set, but it is a slaughter nonetheless. First off, we have Poke BH, where we saw TTT Tech defeat Bobsycan.
But my goat, no.
What happened to your... I think your goat is actually negative, which is a complete shame.
I know.
So
the worst part is that he had the tools to win, but just didn't really play well here.
Yeah, so first starting off, we have Okidogi setting up the rocks, where Pangoro sets up the swords dance and beat Zamazenta on turn 8 with the Drain Punch after the Doom Desire attack. Severely
you understand how it was able to outspeed the Zamazenta, right?
I don't. Triad.
It's Triage Pangoro!
Yeah, I had a feeling it would be Triage after I said no, but yeah, it's Triage Pangoro, and it was able to knock out the Zamazenta rather convincingly before it died to Chansey the very next turn.
Yeah, why did he do that?
I don't know.
He had an okie dokie, for crying out loud. Isn't the point of that being there to wall Chansey transformed into Pangoro?
Well, there's a hole.
Is that not why it's there?
I mean, there's a hole as well, which could easily switch out with Regen, but you know, would have been better. Would have been better. No, but no, you're right. You're right. It would have been the okie dokie. It would be the much better switching in this case. I'm pretty
sure that's why he was even using okie dokie. Yes.
Yeah, it would be the much better switching. So,
he clarified that the okie dokie was there to improve the Pangoro, and yet he didn't use it for that. He didn't do that.
Improve. Okay, so turn 12, we saw Arceus Ghost set up the nasty plot and defeat the Okidogi on turn 12. And then a couple of turns went by until turn 25, where we saw the Ho-Oh got poisoned. Well, poisoned the Arceus Ghost, rather haphazardly, and then killing Bronzong on a hard switch. Well, sacking it most likely, but to bringing the Ho-Oh safely here before Mega...
No, I don't know if it was intentionally a sack, because Bob was pointing out that the crit mattered.
It wasn't a crit, though. Turn 27?
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of another game? Or maybe I'm thinking of this game, but something else got crit?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's probably something else.
So, and then turn...
Yeah, he was probably sacking it then.
Turn 30, we saw the Chansey switch in to transform in a Mega Aggron, where Mega Aggron itself missed the Stone Axe to be Salt Cured. And then we saw the Ho-Oh got O-Code by the Stone Axe. It was a crit as well. Maybe this was the crit you're talking about. Turn 34.
Oh, yeah.
Crit
yeah,
mattered.
That is the crit.
Crit mattered, Bob said, and the game was already over, says TTT Tech. There was no other chance. I don't know. There wasn't really no other chance that Bob could have, lived.
No, Bob sacked the unbeaten one.
Ah, okay. Which is a shame.
I'm sure class knows all about that. I'm willing to bet he built Bob's team.
Yeah, which is a damn shame. I mean, class did point out in the chat that you had a mon that was never beaten here, and then sacked it. So, rip. All right. Well, unfortunate for Bob there, but good job to TTT Tech. Next up, we have Kamove Chaos, where we saw the Hisui region beat Splodge. Is this any surprise?
No.
There was really one mon. That was the GOAT here, as you could say. This particular game had a one undeniable GOAT. The Mega Caesar, which absolutely wrecked shop. First defeating Cresselia with Dragon Darts on turn 4. Then after a couple of switches later, we saw the absolute destruction of the Blissey on turn 27. A nice little Gigaton Hammer, as we saw the crit Oko on the Mega Caesar, on the opposing Mega Caesar, which absolutely dismantled Splodge's, more chances for WinCon, leaving the Lycanroc, and then the Alamomola, and then the Naganadel to die. And yeah, it was just a complete Mega Caesar slaughter. Any other thoughts?
Not really, that's what happened.
So yeah, it was a complete other slaughter. There's no way to face about it. Next up, we have Stab and Mega. Rafna defeating Velcrocky Poo on the first game of this damn series. I mean, Lapras. You brought Lapras. I don't know why.
Yeah, Rafna did.
Yeah, I don't know why he brought Lapras, but it's only in his mind, I guess. We saw the Landers kill the Ogerpon with Dragon Ascent first before dying to the blue flare on Volcarona.
Yeah, there you go.
And then setting up the Tail Glow.
Something I was wondering is why Velcroc didn't, switch in Skeledirge to that.
I don't know.
But I guess in hindsight,
what is Landers?
A later turn revealed that Blue Flare from non-boosted Volcarona did half of Skeledirge's health.
Whoa. Shouldn't have. Yeah, it was nice to not hard switch to the Skeledirge there. So we saw the Grimmsnarl's attempt to block to parting shot be bounced back with magic bounce. It was nice.
Yeah, I think that might have been intentional.
It was intentional. And then we saw the Dragonite killing the Grimmsnarl on turn 5 rather quickly with the extreme speed, killing the Revavroom shortly after. Spectrier then taunted the Iron Crown to not let it set up any more take art, but died to the Tachyon Cutter on turn 10. Volcarona ended up sweeping the rest, including that blue flare on the Skeledirge, and then leaving only Espathra to die, and then Iron Crown to die for Rafna to win.
I was about to say, I wonder if Dragonite runs Earthquake normally, because in theory, it might have been better if Revavroom didn't, if Revavroom didn't immediately Mega Evolve. At least for the purposes of taking Fire Punch better.
I wonder.
And then afterwards taking E-Speed better.
I mean, if it was carrying Earthquake, then what? What would have happened?
Well, it might have just died.
Okay, well, fair enough. But yeah, there was a short game. Rafna, once again, proving why he is a GOAT. Speaking of GOATs, we have top 8. We have top 8 in Worlds. Michael Durbest defeating Takan in National Dex DOU. So we saw Michael's team starting off with the Thunderous using...
Oh, that's why you were mentioning top 8.
Yeah. So we saw the Thunderous use the Flyinium Z on protecting Landorus as Metagross Mega, while Zeraora killed the Thunderous after surviving a double target to defeat the Thunderous with Electrium Z, while Grimmsnarl set up the Reflect before being taunted by the Incineroar, also nasty crit there by Metagross on the Kartana. Incineroar then burned the Metagross with Flare Blitz, as Kartana then sets up the Tailwind before killing Grimmsnarl on turn 6. Interesting. Then we saw the Birds Dynamax as the Kartana once again killed the Metagross, then killed the Zapdos Galar, leaving Glastrier left along with Tapu Fini to die to the Dynamax and the Kartana, who was just slaying with critical hits all around, winning the game for Michael. Or Michel, as the caster said it in the stream. And
don't they kind of say Mikhail?
Mikhail. Right.
No, like Mikhail.
Mikhail, yeah. Alright, any thoughts?
Michael Durbest got pretty lucky.
With the crits?
How many crits did that Kartana get? Was that big scope lens or something?
Probably. It was crazy. How many crits he got.
Also, the burn on Metagross from a Flare Blitz? Jeez.
How much luck was in his favor, dude?
A lot.
As such is the power of Michael Durbest. He won. Yet again. Alright, next up, National Dex Supersman Substandard Performance. We didn't get to see Fiend versus Jojen, which is a dang shame. But anyway, we're moving on to Shared Powered Rant, where we saw a 3-game series between a rematch from BLT. JJ09 lead defeats Lechen. Again. Second time of 9. Alright, so first we saw game 1. We saw the Yanmega coming in with the speed boost, flinching the Petulant on turn 7. As Iron Hands then sets up the Swords Dance before Petulant poisoned it on turn 12, dying to Hitmontop shortly after getting poisoned, as Ursaring then paralyzed Gastrodon, who died to Hitmontop on turn 27 after multiple paras and getting a little bit of chip damage. It died before Hitmontop died to a crit Hydro Pump from Greninja on turn 35. We saw the boosts of the speed boosts happen before the Regidrago killed it in return. And then we saw the Yanmega, who killed the Regidrago in return, along with the Toxapex on turn 40. Glastrier Terra fighting, though, to clutch it for Lechen as it beat the Yanmega. And then Petulant went ahead and stalled out the Basculin and Tinkaton as JJ forfeited shortly after. Any thoughts?
Not really.
So that was game 1. Game 2 went about rather quicker than G1, where we saw the Persian Alola putting the Chien Pao to sleep on turn 1, as Articuno then crit kills the Arbok on turn 5. And then Palkia went ahead and missed the Draco Meteor to Cresselia on turn 7, while Heracross, letting Cresselia set up the Calm Mind and then getting off the Moonblast damage. And for Heracross, went ahead and defeated Garchomp on turn 11 before dying to Palkia. And then we saw Annihilate Terra Water on turn 15, while Palkia O-code the Persian Alola via the Draco Meteor on turn 19, as Chien Pao beat the Gengar on turn 22. And then we saw the reckoning that was the Cresselia Terra Poison, setting up the Calm Mind to beat the Chien Pao after some Icicle Crash misses, and then a flinch, and then a miss again, and then another flinch, and then freaking Chien Pao just died shortly after, turn 28, and then swept the rest before Lechen forfeited. Any thoughts?
Lechen's not getting very lucky this series so far.
Oh, there was a lot of misses. There was, even in the last turn, there was a Spatial Rend miss. There was a lot of turns that missed. A lot of 90% and 95% moves weren't hitting. There was also a lot of flinches that happened. It was just not a very clean series. But that's not all, PokeArt. We saw game 3, where we saw some of the worst things that happened. We saw the Regice freeze the Scrafty on turn 6. Oof.
Oy.
And then Ambipom went ahead and killed on turn 12 as Ho-Oh then Terra Steeled as Ambipom Terra Iced. Then we saw the Noctowl confuse the Ho-Oh with And then immediately just confused the Reggites to let it die to confusion on turn 23. Then we saw Heracross set up the Trailblaze, killing Noctowl on turn 32. Then Ho-Oh on turn 37 as Gyarados, then Bramblegast, and then Legend just forfeited. Any other thoughts?
Not really. Worth mentioning that the Heracross actually set up the Trailblaze on Bramblegas.
Yeah. I mean, it was the necessary thing that it was able to outspeed a lot. Well done to JJ. Another dominant performance, with occasional luck being thrown in.
Yeah, although the triple axle miss onto the Ho-Oh was actually unlucky for him and made the game a bit harder.
Yeah, but in the end, he still carried. Still a good win. Next up is Same 6, and this was the only blemish on the Stupid Town Snoms' record, at least for this week. The only blemish, really, because they dominated everywhere else. Same 6, what was supposed to be Esteban versus Dreepy. Bleehay defeated Miyoko. And if I were to predict, if this was the match we would predict, I honestly would have gotten for Miyoko, but okay.
I'm confused. I would have gone Bleehay, like, without question.
Really? You really are. You're not really a fan of Miyoko, aren't you?
Did you, like, forget Bleehay defeating strong opponents in Hacker in Same 6 and just being good in Same 6 or something?
Maybe I just skipped that over. Or I just generally thought Miyoko was better. Anyway, whatever. It's fine.
In OU, maybe.
Anyway, whatever. It's fine. So, we saw, of course, the Mega Latios, who brought the Arbok to Sash, who then paralyzed it in return before dying, as Dugtrio set rocks, while Orbeetle set screens. While Latios then tricked, first off, set up with the stored power, tried to use the stored power strat, before being tricked on turn 8, which was a good shot by Bleehay, dying to Mega Latios' Draco Meteor on turn 13, as Clodsar then used counter to kill the Minior before dying to Dugtrio Alola. Was a nice...
That's fire.
Clodsar using counter to beat a strong physical attacker. Hilarious. Even Bleehay was
a strong physical attacker that it didn't care about due to unaware.
It completely annihilated it. Then we saw the Arbok paralyzing the Orbeetle as Minior then Shell Smash against the unaware Clodsar, who critted Mega Latios on turn 22 with nasty poison jab, and then killed it the very next turn. Dugtrio killed the Orbeetle while Minior subbed up against the Rockium Z Dugtrio Alola. And yeah, it died for it, and then Bleehay just won. Any RS?
No, not really.
Good job, Bleehay. Once again proving that strong OU players fumble when they come to Same 6. We saw that with Hacker, and now we saw that with Miyoko. Alright. Finally, we got the Mystery OU, where we saw PokeMH defeat Street Boom, who was supposed to be Clem versus Tenebrosite. There was a lot of luck that happened in this one.
Oh god, this one.
This one had a combustion. which is hilarious in hindsight.
Hey, that's just what the original team was.
This one had a combustion, which is hilarious. Raiko, well, not Raiko.
Hey, Vert built that team, man.
I know, but I put in as Raiko. It's actually the Raging Bolt who killed the combustion, first off, with the Thunderclap. As
Immediately, yeah.
Ninetales Alola then set screens, while King Gambit defeated the Klefki on turn 14 with some nasty low kick attacks. Ninetales missed the Fire Blast against Ninetales Alola, killed it the very next turn, while Frostmoth turned grounded, setting up the Quiver Dance, OHKOing the Ninetales, then freezing the Lilligant Hisui on turn 21, which was
That was man.
That was
Man.
really
What did
unfortunate.
Street Boom do to deserve that?
It was really unfortunate. So he just said, "Nah, I'm not using Ice Beam on Venusaur." Instead killing it with the Terra Blast, and then leaving the only two left, who just died to both Terra Blast and Ice Beam, and PokeMH just won. Any thoughts?
Not much apart from just man.
A lot of luck.
But didn't Street also kind of throw at one point?
What do you mean?
Oh, he let his Ninetales die.
Oh, you mean the turn where Frostmoth went crazy?
What turn was that?
Turn 19? No, 20.
Well, actually, I think it was turn 19 and 20.
Really? What should he have done?
Let his Ninetales die.
What should he have done instead?
He should have sacked Sandy Shocks or something. He should have sacked something.
But PokeArt, Aurora Veil is also up.
So?
You think he was gonna protect? He was gonna stall it out, and then you thought he was gonna stall out the freaking Frostmoth and the Aurora Veil?
Dude. If he preserved Ninetales, he could set Sun again, and then outspeed the Frostmoth and kill it.
Okay.
And then he'd have the necessary tools to win.
Yeah, Venusaur and Raging Bolt and Lilligant Hisui.
Lilligant, Venusaur, Raging Bolt, yeah.
I guess. Okay, if you put it that way. So if you put it that way, it does make a little bit of sense, but yeah.
Cresselia might have been a little difficult, but like, that's not that big of a hurdle.
And Raging Bolt carried things like Calm Mind, and, you know, I mean, Sandy Shocks could just paralyze it as well. He had tools.
He had the necessary tools to win, but he sacked the most necessary one to allow those tools to do anything.
Instead, he let the Frostmoth wreak havoc. Oh, wow.
Anyways, other thoughts include the fact that I showed this match to Clean, and he said PokeMH didn't deserve to win for bringing a combustion.
Oh, the fried chicken was necessary.
No, it's ass.
The fried chicken, like fried chicken. Okay.
It's ass.
It's fried chicken. Alright. Well, speaking of fried, PokeArt, let's talk about your damn set. Limasawa Street Litwix Not even giving the Slugmas 1v. Is this because of the name? Is this because you hate that name so much that you decide, nah, this week we're gonna wreck house. We're gonna friggin' disasterify the Slugmas so much that they don't even deserve to take a point off of us. We will 8-0 their ass right then and there.
I don't know, I just said, gang, we gotta win this week to guarantee ourselves a break for next week. And they said, aye, Captain, and demolished them.
Literally, everyone, I think, took the hint that you were gonna demolish them. And look what happened! A near 8-0! If only TPP had... if only TPP had been playing outside of the arena in Worlds, so we could have had a straight up 8-0.
No, I'm not sure he would have won that, because, like, not only did he not have as much time as usual to prep, but, like, the team was honestly shaky.
Okay.
And he was just busy in general at Worlds.
Well, that probably was part of it. Anyway, 7-0.
I'm probably fine with the fact he dead gamed.
7-0. The Limassava Litwicks defeat the Slugmas. Goddamn. We will never see domination like this ever again.
We already have last year.
Literally the same thing happened. Alright.
Yeah. We destroyed the Saraledges last year 7-0.
Then look what happened. You won the championship.
Same week, too.
So look what happened. You won the championship that year. So will it happen again?
We'll see.
First up, Poke BH. We saw Banu, Ass Blasting, Richard Milliplane.
I feel like you're gonna be saying ass blasting a lot because a lot of these wins were very dominant.
Oh, they were ass blasts for sure. They were absolute badonkadonks. My lord. And Banu doesn't even like replay share. He really just posted the Pokemon Showdown link instead of the replays link. Anyway, Ass Blast time. We saw the Arceus Water burning the Tinglu on turn 7, setting up the Take card to heal off the poison status, as Mega Sceptile missed the Chloroblast against the Mega Altaria, who O-code Celesteela on turn 10. What the hell?
You don't see that every day, do you?
What the hell? What did you do? Why did you bring a Mega Altaria? Why did you bring a Mega Altaria with V-Create?
Oh, what do you think? That's good coverage.
And it was at the perfect time too. What was that really supposed for? Surely it's not gonna be with the Celesteela, right? You weren't prepping for a Celesteela. What's that really for? Ferrothorn?
Don't ask me.
Goldie? I don't know.
I don't know. Let me look if it was for anything in particular.
So turn 17, we saw the Goldango burn the Greninja.
I mean, who's to say it ain't for, like, just bulky steel type in general, which would otherwise kinda wall it.
Fine. And then defeated the Arceus.
Maybe it was for, like, Bronzong or something.
Fine. Then Arceus Water lost to the Goldango. Then we saw Sceptile actually got off a kill with the Ho-Oh, setting up the rocks with the Stone Axe. And then Mega Altaria came back in and then just e-speeded the rest, including a Mega Audino, winning the game for friggin' Banu.
I don't think Richard was expecting that.
It really wasn't. I think I think he had every right to be caught off guard. It's kind of stupid, but it works. It's a stupid...
I won't say what exactly the Altaria set was.
Yeah, don't.
But yeah, just in case we want to reuse it because of how awesome that was.
Yeah, let's not. But we do know that it has V-Create and E-Speed, so a very offensive Altaria. Let's just say that. All right.
Yep.
Next.
I'll message you what the set was.
Okay. Next up, we have Kamove Chaos. Another ass blast happened as the L Taker made Akira take the L.
Oh yeah, L Taker was...
He was handing out
he
L's.
was determined. He was determined to make sure Akira lost. He said at the beginning of the week, okay, no more losing.
No more bullshit. It's time to lock the fuck in and make him take an L. And take an L he got. So, we saw here the Hatrin surviving the U-turn to heal Wish and bringing Mega Ampharos in to kill the Thunderous on turn 5. But got Destiny bonded in return to make them both die. Then we saw Reuniclus set up the Trick Room again to let Rampardos in. And Oko the Zeraora under Trick Room with Zen Headbutt on turn 9. Killing Chansey shortly after with the Bolt Strike. Then we saw...
oh yeah, right. That was Bolt Strike.
Then we saw the Volcanion kill the Colossal on turn 16. While Reuniclus finished off the rest with Mind Blown and Trick Room for the win. I mean, Akira did mention that he put the team together in like 10 minutes and thought that he could win, but L Taker was determined and the prep surely paid off. He won.
Yep. I have to say, I didn't expect Sash Reuniclus to be that good, but it was.
Oh, it's good. It's definitely like the Trick Room was necessary and then the Mind Blown was good. It was just good.
And Healing Wish, let's not forget the real GOAT there.
Oh yeah, bringing in the frickin', the actually slow mons after you set up the Trick Room and then just beat the living hell out of the rest was a good idea. So
he decided to bring Trick Room, he decided on Trick Room real early in the week. He was locked in on this.
Yeah, the prep channel must have been crazy then.
No, it was actually not that active.
It was just L Taker just throwing out ideas to himself.
Yeah, it was mostly just him being like, I'm gonna use Trick Room. Posting the team, posting occasional modifications, posting some test game replays. That's about it.
Okay, well, hopefully the locking in continues and the momentum continues for you guys. Into the...
Oh, I'm hoping L Taker will be positive by the end of this week, although he's not actually playing Camo this week, so,
Well, let's take a look at the next one. We see Stab and Mega, where we see the Don Vasquez, playing very late but win against the Jungler while the World's Finals, Masters Finals, was happening. And again, he used the Pokemon Showdown link instead of the replays. LOL.
Yeah, whoops.
Again, teach your players to use the replays, okay?
Hey, we told Panu that his was the battle link instead of the replay link.
Wait.
We didn't tell Dawn, though.
Yeah, damn it. You failed them. It's your manager. Anyway, next, So first...
No, I don't think I did, considering we're currently the #1 team and haven't lost.
So first off, we saw Regieleki exploded and killed the Rotom, while Rhyperior survived the Latios's clanging scales to heal under rain with Shore Up, while Rotom killed the Great Tusk on turn 7, while Latios set up and Rhyperior once again surviving another clanging scales to heal up. Twice in non-concurrent turns, but still twice that happened. And then we saw the Rotom burn the Zamazenta on turn 17 and killed it, defeating Latios with an Ice Beam, which was very unconventional in my opinion, but it works, before dying to Tyranitar's Salt Cure. Then, after T-Tar died, we saw Ho stalling out the Pelipper before Rhyperior then Salt Cured on Basculegion, finished it off, Dawn winning shortly after.
I think what's funny is that Dawn could have won a lot sooner.
Where?
He could have just... When Ho-Oh was one of the only things left, he could have just set the rain again, U-turned out with Pelipper, and then in comes the Basculegion, and it's won.
That's true. If he just let it switch.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. He never actually abused that Basculegion under rain.
He relied on the Rotom instead, because it had Swift Swim.
It felt like bro was toying with the Chungler. That's how much he won.
And Rotom was packing Swift Swim with Swampert, and then the Basculegion.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool, right?
It is pretty cool. I like that. I like that strat a lot. So nice that it was packing Ice Beam, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, next up we have National Dex DOU. We have Aragon defeat Servolt Mike. Hooray!
In a 6-0.
Hooray! You should be happy. You should be happy that happened.
Yeah, I am.
Good. So we saw Salamence Mega as Jirachi failed to paralyze it, while Marshadow protected against a double target to allow Grastrier to tank Naganadal's Poisonium Z and Oko it in return on turn 5. So that was nice. And then we saw the Tapu Fini kill the Mega Diancie and then Dynamaxed, while Marshadow killed the Jirachi and Rillaboom as Tapu Fini killed the Urshifu and Dynamax Darkrai in the end for Aragon to take the complete 6-0 and win.
We didn't even need to use the cool tech we brought.
The Pheromosa never really come out, huh? Well, that came out once and you turned out. Never actually appeared again.
Yeah, it wasn't really needed. By the way, did you notice a slightly funny turn?
What?
You actually, I think you pointed it out. You mentioned how the Jirachi failed to paralyze the Salamence, right?
I did mention that. I mentioned the fact that because it was misty terrain, Jirachi just failed to...
No, it wasn't only because it was misty terrain, Mikoi. Why do you think Servolt Mike said cheeky?
I have no idea. Why is that?
Flying types are immune to terrains, Mikoi.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
But you see, Salamence used Roost. Salamence loses flying type this turn. Thus making it grounded just for that turn, so it could get paralyzed.
That is so funny. That is so funny and so accurate, and that is just abuse. That is 100% abuse of a bait against Jirachi.
What?
You get it. So, yeah, well done, Aragon.
No, I don't get it. I just think it's abuse of Aragon's awesome skills.
Yeah, Aragon, well done, Aragon. That funny turn aside, it was a 6-0. That is well deserved. Additional decks, Ubers, minus obtainable forms. We saw Entros follow, defeat Remnonk, which was a very expected win. Thank God. Finally, Entros follow can show what he's really made of.
Thank God, indeed. Entro was like inactive for almost the entire week.
Well, he played, and look what happened. He won. He won.
And the game didn't get done very easily. There was several delays because Entro was busy, and we had a sub prepared just in case he couldn't make it.
Oh, who was the sub?
Jeffica.
Jeffica was gonna play some Ubers.
Yeah, we taught her the tier.
Alright. Well, you had to taught her in short notice. But Entros came in clutch and won for you guys, so hey, you don't need to worry.
Yeah, though not gonna lie, Jeffica played it pretty well for short notice learning.
I've got to see that. So, first off, we saw the Groudon Wars, where Entros won as Water Arceus Grass burned the Cramorant on turn 6, while Yveltal poisoned the Megatitar. Zacian killed the Cramorant before getting paralyzed on turn 16. Get ready for me to say that. Well, actually, no, I have been saying that because Gulp Missile is just a bitch. So, Ditto.
Yeah, Gulp Missile's a bitch.
So, Ditto killed the Cramorant before getting paralyzed and before dying to the Mega Rayquaza. Then, we saw Groudon defeat Zacian on turn 22 as Arceus Water burned the Yveltal while Tyranitar died to poison, as Yveltal stalled the Arceus and poisoned it, who then burned Necrozma on turn 43 before Necrozma killed the Mega Rayquaza and Yveltal finished off the Arceus.
Entro played that quite well. I got a little scared in the end, but I guess the key was keeping Yveltal healthy.
Yeah, and he had the strat down. He had the strat down, and he had the perfect setup there. Good job.
I'm just glad that the team we got, it was actually pretty last minute.
Really?
Ended up being a great fit for him. He liked the team.
Okay.
And played it quite well.
Okay, which, well deserved. Well deserved win then, I suppose. Oh god, I just remembered what this one is. Next up we have Shared Powered Rans, where we saw Rice Man Numbers defeat Michaelis.
Now this, I think, surprised you.
No, this one, I laughed at it in hindsight because, good God, was Rice Man Numbers lucky. Oh my god. He or it abused... It abused all the abilities, okay?
Well, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do in this tier.
You really abused all the abilities here. So first off, was actually a Michaelis win. Game 1, we saw the Porygon 2 paralyze the Snorlax on turn 6, Terrafighting the turn after, as Weirdeer killed Sandy Shocks on turn 13, while Zapdos paralyzed the Mightyena, who poisoned it back on turn 18 before dying, as Snorlax poisoned the Kilowattrel before dying, as the Reuniclus then Terrasteeled and set up, missing the Focus Blast before dying on turn 27, as Makalola killed the Zapdos before getting paralyzed, as poisoned Weirder before it died on turn 32, leaving Regieleki to explode on Volcarona for Michaelis to win. And your thoughts?
Not really. Just that Riceman got perhaps the short end of the stick in terms of luck just for this game.
Yep. Well, just for this
Poison
game.
Touch didn't activate very much.
Just for this game, you say. And then came the bullshit that happened for the remainder of the set. Game 2. Oh my god. You guys immediately come in swinging. First off, we saw the Cyclizar with regen already.
That's Michaelis's.
Oh, Michaelis already setting up the regen boosts, allowing Lurantis to kill the Blaziken on turn 3.
I don't think regen allowed it to do that.
Well, Contrary did.
That'd be correct.
So, killed the Glabora before Heatran trapped the Cyclizar on turn 6 to kill it, getting the speed boost because it's Blaziken. Then trapped Latias to kill it on turn 10. Then we saw the Iron Jugulus die as Monkey Dory then poisoned the Uxie on turn...
Wow, you just said, then the Iron Jugulus died. Not any elaboration of how.
No, because it got trapped by Magma Storm, Heatran used Flash Cannon, boom, it's done.
But also because it tried to Earth Power the Heatran.
Ah, because the thing had levitate. Yeah.
Thanks, Uxie.
Yeah, Uxie, kid. Alright, then we saw the Monkey Dory poison the Uxie, turn 18. Lurantis killing the Whiscash. Then we saw the Heatran came back in to kill the Lurantis on turn 26. Before Slitherwing killed it in return after tanking.
How did it survive that?
It wasn't even Sash, yeah.
It took like 86 or something. How did it survive
87.
that?
Well, yeah, 86.7%. I don't know. I don't know what the calc is actually, but yeah, it's a surprising tank.
What is that thing made of?
Pillows. So Iron.
I think it'd have a much easier time burning if it was. I don't know.
Then we saw the Iron Leaves Terra fighting to beat the Slitherwing, and then that was it. That was it. Where's my numbers 1?
And they both forgot about Levitate.
Lol. So Game 3. Game 3 was truly abuse for you. So we saw the Persian miss Hypnosis on Crawdont, dying to it. While we saw the goat from Worlds, Brute Bonnet, killed it.
Did you mention that Persian missed it twice, actually?
It did miss it twice. And then we saw the goat of Worlds Masters, Brute Bonnet, killed it in return. As Tinglu Terra poisoned on turn 6. As Manaphy then tanked Koraidon's Scale Shot to beat it on turn 9. For Iron Treads.
+6 Scale Shot.
Yeah. And for Iron Treads killed it and removed rocks. Then we saw the Alcremie tanking Iron Treads' attacks. Despite all the flinching, the acid armor definitely helped. it was able to set it up, and
I
then
don't think he got flinched that much.
Well, it still got to set up the acid armor and then recover a lot of HP, setting up the Calm Mind on the perfect shot against Mega Deoxys. Well, not Mega Deoxys, but, just Deoxys. Setting up the Calm Mind.
Attack Form Deoxys, yes.
And just swept the rest of Michaelis' team. Because everything was apparently weak to Alcremie. And he won the game.
No, it's just nothing could kill it.
Really, nothing could kill it. I mean, Flygon, brought a Flygon, brought Oricoria, brought a Deoxys Speed, and died. So, yeah, some hilarious broken team bailing out Rice Man numbers and winning.
Yeah, even Rice admitted he didn't play this game super well, but won because everything was broken.
Really, such is the power of bad teams and rants. With broken abilities, you don't have to care. You just win. Alright.
Yes.
Alright.
Also, world's fattest Tinglu.
World's fattest Tinglu, 100%. Then, we saw Saints.
I forget how much defense he said he had at that time.
We have...
Let me see.
We have no clue. We have no clue.
He said at the time he had 624 defense.
So what was that with the what was that?
Dude, that Tinglu's only level 78.
And somehow it's 624 base defense. Lol.
Base?
Or no, boosted defense. Excuse me.
Yeah, mind you, that is Tinglu with fur coat and photosynthesis defense.
624. Alright. Next up is same 6. We were supposed to cover TPP versus Crying, but again, because of Worlds being funny, TPP dead gamed, offered to dead gamed. So they did. And so we move on to Mystery OU. Clean versus Batty. And oh my god, you guys were a menace.
Clean's team kind of looks familiar.
It does kind of look familiar, in fact. I think it's from the last game, wasn't it?
Mikoi.
What?
It's from every game.
It's from every game? Was it just the best was it just the best team?
Every single game brought basically that male team. Cleaned it first, though.
Cleaned it first, and everyone was yet to follow. So.
Yep, everyone followed his example except the people who wanted to lose.
And lose they did. So first off, we saw the Milotic burn the Tornadus, who eventually died to burn as turn 6. Frostmoth then subbed, setting up the Quiver Dance and killed the Clodsire. Then, crit O-Code, Talonflame.
Can we talk about how that wasn't unaware Clodsire?
It wasn't?
Yeah, it couldn't have been, because it was taking 58 from plus two Landorus with Life Orb.
Huh. Maybe it was either special defense oriented?
What do you mean special defense oriented?
Or
Don't
physical?
you mean defense oriented?
Or physical defense oriented? Also, you said Landorus. Don't you mean Tornadus? Okay. Well, anyway, we saw the crit Oko on Talonflame was funny. Turn 10. Terra grounded and beat the Milotic on turn 11. Okoing then the Sableye with the crit and killed Vileplume as Garganacl then Terra ghosted, and as it was encored by Ninetales Alola, Cresselia then set up the Calm Mind before Batty forfeited. Any of your thoughts?
Forfeited once he saw that the Cresselia was Covert Cloak.
It kind of did. Was it? Was it really Covert Cloak?
Yeah, why else do you think it didn't take damage from Salt Cure?
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, that's why Batty forfeited.
Wow.
Like, on top of everything else that happened, the Cresselia wasn't gonna take Salt Cure damage.
Damn. Bad for Batty. Nice pun.
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
He had
next.
to be the example.
Alright. Next up, another slaughter happened. We saw the absolute poster, not the stirs, the absolute poster defeat the Grovile gang 6-2. Another domination. Now this is what you call domination. Na 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 nation. Alright, whatever. First off, we saw Poke BH. Brain damage haver defeated Fardin. We were very, very expecting Brain Damage Haver to win, weren't we?
Yeah.
Just Fardin.
I can see why Fardin got benched for week 7. I'd want to bench myself too if I lost to a guy called Brain Damage Haver.
They had brain damage instead. So, first off, we had the Clodsire burning the Mega Salamence as Age Slashed and set webs before dying to Celesteela, not being defense formed, as Mega Salamence then killed it on turn 11, as Fluttermane beat the Mega T-Tar on turn 15, as Dondozo removes the hazards to allow Mega Garchomp to kill the Clodsire on turn 21. After the Chansey killed the Fluttermane, we saw the die to poison. King Gambit then set up the victory dance, killing the Garchomp. Turn 29, while Dondozo tanked its hits while Mega Salamence stalled it out before Fardin forfeited. Any other thoughts?
No, not really.
Brain was played ultimately better for the majority of the game. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I think I can agree with that.
Alright. Next up was from one very expected win to a not so very expected win. Wouldn't you say?
I guess.
Camove Chaos. Hisui guy beat Banded Body Press. What the hell is happening to Banded Body Press this tour?
Oh, was this the Grand Theft Auto game?
I think it may have been. Oy vey.
Hey, that's what I say.
That's your catchphrase. Alright, so first off, we saw Cresselia being burned before dying to a crit Terra Starstorm by the Ursaluna Blood Moon. LOL. As Diggersby crit killed the Ursaluna in return before Mega Gyarados killed the Tapu Lele on turn 14 as it missed actually the Sacred Fire, allowing Regirock to steal its boost and kill it in return on turn 15. Again, another very unfortunate attempt there. Immaculate practical joke, Bandit Body Preston said, as Diggersby killed the Toxapex on turn 20, as Deoxyspeed was then burned by Chansey before dying to Diggersby on turn 27, as Regirock Then
wait a minute. What was burned by Chansey before dying to Diggersby?
the Deoxys. And the smoking.
The Deoxys died to Diggersby?
Oh no, the Chansey died to Diggersby. Chansey just burned them.
I was gonna say, why are you guys mons killing each other?
So we saw the Regirock, then dodge Zeraora's steam eruption on turn 35 to poison it, and then steal Tapu Bulu's boost to beat it, and Zeraora in the win for Guy to just basically luck out and won. Grand theft. This wasn't highway robbery. This was grand theft. So yeah, very unfortunate game. Hisui guy there. Or no, by body press there. Hisui guy won through no...
Hisui guy was the fortunate one.
Ugh.
Hyusi guy.
Hyusi guy. Definitely won by doing absolutely the minimal things. Alright, next up we have...
He wins by doing absolutely nothing.
Next up we have Stab and Mega. Their Ice Master defeated the Derpy Boy.
As expected.
As expected. It wasn't the knockdown, drag him out, close fight that we were expecting. It was just a meh. So, first off, we saw Ice setting up the hazards. However, Spectrier crit O-code the Lunala on turn...
Which sucks because, I'm not sure. I think Ice insinuated it mattered, but Moongeist Beam goes through abilities, right?
Not sure.
I think it does.
I'm not sure about that one. So, yeah, Shadow Shield definitely didn't come to play there, as Zamazenta was left to kill Landorus on turn 17 with the Crunch. Then crit killed the...
Moongeist Beam ignores the abilities of other Pokemon.
Wow, alright, good to know. So, we saw the Zamazenta kill the Landorus with Crunch, and then crit kill the Spectrier, leading to the Iron Treads boosting the speed, and Arcanine Hisui being sacked 2 hazards after missing that Stone X there. Very unfortunate.
After what?
After, Arcanine Hisui was sacked to hazards. Letting Slowbro die on turn 27. And then Eternatus just finished off the rest for Ice to win. Yeah. Any other thoughts?
Nope.
Ice even showed the calc. It was a guaranteed 2-hit KO. So, I don't know. Alright. Next up we have National Dex DOU. Akaru Kokuyo defeats Black Knight Gawain.
In a game no one is surprised about.
This is what you call domination. Alright, so Gawain absolutely prepping hard, but Akaru Kokuyo was able to outbeat him. First, we have the Spectrier packing the Will-O-Wisp to burn the Rillaboom, as it taunted Clefairy, then burned the Salamence, as Stakataka went ahead and O-code the Kyurem Black under Trick Room.
I'm thinking the Spectrier intended to taunt the Kyurem.
Interesting.
Actually, I guess taunting the Clefairy probably would have been better, because even though you probably want to prevent Kyurem from D-dancing, you have Stack Attack in the back.
Yep. And he abused the stack attack Kakaru did, because he got to kill the Kirin Black. Then crit Oko the Rillaboom as Salamence Mega. Ouch.
Whoops.
Ouch.
I tried saying whelp and whoops at the same time.
Whoops. So we have Stack Attacker Dynamaxing as Clefairy puts it to sleep on turn 8. Then shortly after putting Comfey to sleep and allowing Salamence to die to burn. Then we saw Spectrier Dynamax sacking Clefairy before killing the Stack Attacker on turn 12. Rillaboom finishing off the Zygarde and finishing off the Spectrier 2 in the end for Akaru to win. And your thoughts?
Not really, just the fact that Comfey looked great here.
Getting to heal the Stack Attacker was definitely a good thing. Alright, next up we have National Dex Ubers, where we saw FC continuing their good run, beating a very good player in Latiasite. Latiasite lost 2 weeks in a row. Unfortunate.
How unfortunate, considering Latiasite was lossless before last week.
And now they've been taking L's, just like the first letter in their username. Alright, so first up, we saw Rayquaza setting up the rocks. Again, it's just commonplace nowadays.
Yeah, I guess so.
Chipping the Arceus ground before dying to it, as Koraidon then killed the Arceus before dying to Groudon on turn 5. Then we saw the Yveltal kill the Calyrex before dying to Zacian, who died to Koraidon on turn 11. Then we saw Xerneas die to Koraidon on turn...
Oh yeah, I remember this game. I was watching and I kept wondering, how did FC win this?
How did FC win this? They were playing on the back...
By turn 11 onward, it looks pretty bleak for FC, doesn't it?
And yeah, Zacian died, so FC was playing on the back foot a little. Xerneas then died to Koraidon on turn 18, so, it was very dire. He had Arceus left. But Arceus came in clutch, setting up, first, E-speeding to beat the Koraidon, which is already a whole, and Swords Dance, but got poisoned. However, Arceus came in clutch after surviving a Necrozmium Z, or Solgallium Z, sorry, with the Searing Sunray Smash. It healed itself with Z Refresh. And
okay, after that Searing Sunrise Smash came through, I was like, how the hell did FC win this? And then Z Refresh.
Z Refresh.
What the hell?
Z Refresh came in clutch and beat the Necrozma with the Shadow Claw, and then Groudon was just S-petted to death, and FC won. Very clutch.
My God, I think Sunsteel Smash did Sunsteel Strike did 38 on a previous turn, so the fact that it missed the kill on turn 24, yeah, I think this means Latiasite lost to a roll.
Ouch. Which, from the way he said, man, I would expect so.
Yeah, he needed Sunsteel Strike to do 37 that turn. It did 35.
Yeah, how unfortunate.
I don't know what the exact roll was, but damn.
Good win for FC, able to clutch it out with the Z refresh. Alright.
Scary win for FC. I was shocked he won that.
Next up we have Rands. Los Conosciuto defeated Zap. First off, we saw the smear goal put the Overquill to sleep as the Dunsparce set up the coil and paralyzed Clodsire and Corviknight as it was poisoned before it died to Bombardier on turn 9. And Jinpao, after missing one Icicle Crash on Overquill, successfully kills it the very next turn, as Primarina killed the Corviknight and Terra Steeled against the Terra Rock Bombardier, sacking Spectrier against it on turn 17 for Flamigo to come in and beat Clodsire. Then we saw Entei burn Cloth, dying to its Stone Edge on turn 21, and then set up the Anger Shell to kill Primarina and knocked off Flamigo's item before dying, with Jinpao killing it with Ice Shard in the end for Losco to win.
There was some interesting interactions in this game.
Like,
Losco had own tempo, but also had mirror armor in the face of Intimidate.
I mean, he brought out the core, if you will.
Sometimes it would get blocked by own tempo, and sometimes it would reflect back with mirror armor.
It was just playing around the Intimidates well.
Yeah, but like, sometimes it did one thing, sometimes it did the other. What was up with that?
It was confusing, wasn't it? I mean, if you had to have both abilities work, you gotta have some sort of abuse.
My observation is that it seemed like when Amon came in, when Amon freshly came in, it would intimidate and get blocked by the own tempo, but when it switched in, mirror armor would activate. It was weird.
50-50, right?
I don't know. Was it a 50-50?
Not sure. But it probably was just the roll of the dice, which ability you get. So, then we saw game 2, where we saw Decidueye knocked off items and trapped Fortress to die to it on turn 6, while Cacturn blocked Basculin's water attacks with Water Absorb to die to Sandstorm. Or to let it die to Sandstorm. Setting up the Swords Dance, but died to Hariyama, who died to Sandstorm on turn 10 because it had Sturdy, and it was funny. Then we saw Gumshoe's Terra Ground pivoting, and Solgaleo then set up, killing Annihilate.
Why did Losco Terra Ground that turn?
You know what? I think it was expecting Thunderbolt.
But for what reason?
I have no idea. Where else could he have
anything? He didn't have anything in the back that was weak to that, and I don't know if Grumpig even runs that.
Well, what else would you run your friggin', what else would you Terra? Other than that, I guess.
I don't know, but why Terra Ground it? What does that help you any?
Again, must be Thunderbolt. I don't know. I don't know anywhere else. I don't know. Anyway, we saw the
if I had to guess, maybe it was just for extra power behind Earthquake for later.
That's it.
I mean, I don't think it was a defensive Terra, considering what it Terra'd in front of.
Okay. Okay, so we saw the Solgaleo set up against the Annihilate, killing it with Psychic on turn 13 as it was burned by Spectrier, but managed to kill it with the Sunsteel Strike, leaving Tyranitar to Terra Rock and Die to Cloth on...
Why did the Tyranitar Terra Rock?
A lot of weird Terras this game. I don't know. Maybe avoid the quad weakness?
You're not quad weak to ground, though.
Or just higher attack with Stone Edge? I don't know.
Maybe?
But he didn't use the rock move, instead used knockoff and high horsepower.
Dude, what is up with these Terras?
It's so weird. So, just died to Cloth, and then Solgaleo survived Grumpig's Earth Power to activate the weakness policy and beat it, winning Losco the game. Any other thoughts other than the weird Terras?
Not really.
Okay. Alright. Next up we have Same 6 Kesso losing to 2021.
Okay. Queso got pretty fricked over early game. And late game. And all game.
And all game. Just say all game, man. Alright, so first off, we saw the Dunsparce paralyze Cursula before being poisoned by Bellybolt, as it tanked Hitmonlee's attack to paralyze it on turn 6, with the Choppleberry surviving, before it died to it, while 2021's Plusle defeated Quesos on turn 12, while Hitmonlee defeated Cursula. I
think Queso probably should have ran something on his Plusle.
Instead of what?
Some kind of attack. Like, come on, you were at +2 special attack.
Thunderbolt? Well, not Thunderbolt, because it was Lightning Rod Plusle.
Sure, but 2021 ran Alluring Voice.
Why didn't he? He wasn't packing Alluring Voice, I guess.
Yeah, I'm saying maybe Queso should have been packing an attack on that thing.
Like Alluring Voice. So, Hitmonlee defeat Cursula. Both Bellybolts then poisoned each other on turn 16. Then, we saw the Dunsparce kill the Bellybolt. And then, we saw the Hitmonlee enduring as the Dunsparce lost to poison on turn 22. And after getting full parade, the Hitmonlee also died to a reversal. And Bellybolt.
Yeah, that was a nasty full para.
And Bellybolt also died to a reversal before it died to a Rocky Helmet, as Victini defeated Cursula before dying to a Firium Z Victini in the end for 2021 to win.
As you can see, Queso got kind of fricked over for numerous parts of this game.
Yes, he did. It was quite the shock.
And he spent a lot of that early game just getting phased out and taking damage and getting paralyzed. It was a pretty bad start.
2021. Well, also 2021 showed that they have good builds.
I can agree with that.
There are some good builds all around here. So, here they adapt to Same 6. Alright, next up is Mystery OU. Trichotomy proved that he was the better Mario Kart World player as they defeated Cow.
In the only instance of this Veil team losing this week.
Why was everyone bringing the Veil team?
Because everyone saw Clean do it, and then they saw Zastra do it, and then they're like, oh my god, this is the way to go.
But this time it lost.
Yep.
So...
Because Cow changed the Snorlax set to something bad.
So first off, we saw the Ninetales setting up the Aurora Veil while Snorlax paralyzed the Screamtail before getting poisoned by Amoonguss on turn 20. After not a lot of things happening. There's, it survived Snorlax's Heat Crash to heal. Very good. Very good bulk by Amoonguss there.
No, I think Trichotomy also just had actually half decent stall.
Half decent. Okay, so we saw the Screamtail getting sacked to the King Gambit on turn 31, allowing Ditto to flinch and beat it. Not flinch beat it, it flinch and beat it. As Blissey then killed the Tornadus on turn 37, then Gliscor Terranormaled and crit killed Glacelia, sweeping the rest before Cow forfeited.
Wouldn't have happened if he used the Lax.
I mean, he used the Lax, Body Slam, Curse, Heat Crash, Rest.
That's not the Lax, that's a fraud.
That's a fraud. It was a Lax.
You don't know what the Lax is.
I'll show you what the Lax is. I mean, we've seen the Lax do well in the previous games.
The Lax is a game changer. He didn't use the Lax. He used a fraud.
He used the other Lax. He used budget Lax.
Okay, also, the flinch on King Gambit stunk.
Stunk. Yes, it sucked and it stunk. Alright, so Trichotomy won. Alright, and then we come to the final...
Also, Trichotomy's team, is that really one Mon from every tier?
Yeah! I know, right? It's weird. Ditto is classified as ZU, and then the others were just...
That wasn't what I was talking about. You're telling me Blissey, Toxapex, and Gliscor are all different tiers?
Apparently so.
I'm gonna check that.
Blissey is our... Oh, God.
Now Pex is UU. I knew that. So Gliscor is OU. Okay. Okay, wow.
It is.
Yeah, that is really one from every tier. When did Blissey drop to RU?
Ouch. Well, congratulations, RU. You got a wish passing Stallmon. Alright, I didn't know that. Clearly, I've been not paying attention. Okay, now we move on to the Corvusquire cultists tying the 9 Oblivion Ambers. Ouch. What should have been like I feel bad. I feel bad for the cultists because, you know, they were 4-1. They were 4-1 going into Sunday, and then some bad decisions happened and some bad things just happened to them, and then, yeah, it was just bad.
They didn't deserve that.
They did not deserve that. It was quite the shock, and it was quite the upset. The Corvusquires were upset.
Oh, damn upset, I'd say. I'd be hella upset in their shoes too.
Oh, if I was managing them, I'd be like, why are we throwing? Okay, so
except they didn't throw.
They just had
one was a mistake. One got hacked, and
the other just meh.
I don't remember what happened. What was that other one?
Well,
yeah, Bad Amuse.
Okay, so first off, we saw Flampoke versus Right Clicker. So first off, we have the Arceus Ghost set up. Okoing the Celesteela on turn 23. What is it with Celesteela and just dying?
Well, I don't know.
Someone better stop bringing them Celesteelas, or suggesting them Celesteelas. So, despite being poisoned by Zamazenta before killing it, and then Gliscor set up the victory dance, defeats the Fluttermane on turn 50 after multiple turns, and then Flam forfeited shortly after the Blissey died. Any thoughts?
Not really. This was...
Another near 6-0.
Man.
Another near 6-0. Alright. Next up is Cam of K.
Yeah, this was basically a 6-0 because Flampoke forfeited before it could become a 6-0.
Yeah. Next up is Cam of Chaos. What was supposed to be Shivamzi versus Aerobee turned out to be Yoru97 versus Waffle. This one had an interesting story. So Haru was slotted in first of all, and then they expected, and they were training so hard. They were training so hard to beat Aerobee at every step of the way. I mean, you were there.
Oh, yeah, for days on end.
The 24 hours, 7 practice sessions and whatnot. Yoru was locked the frickin' to beat Aerobee. But then they had a last minute change.
Days of training, test upon test upon test. They were putting him through camo boot camp practically.
Yeah, there were blood spilled, there were limbs flying, there were arms broken.
They were in the VC for hours.
There were arms broken.
Training. Okay, boy.
Eyes were bloodshot. Murder happened. Alright, whatever. You put them in the boot camp. I mean, that's what that's what happens when you put them through boot camp. So,
I don't know about that, Mikoi. You've been to some crazy boot camps, I think.
So, then they just said, nah. We're gonna... Aerobee decided, nah, I'm gonna sub out. So, they brought in Waffle 04, and you'd think, hey, I trained for this moment. I need to secure the win for the motherfucking Corvisquires. But then what?
And surely you should be able to beat a guy called Wafraud.
Wafraud.
Hey, his username, not mine. Not my nickname.
I mean, yeah, that's the name. So, but then I saw my name getting pinged, and then I checked it out and said, what the hell happened?
Yeah, what the hell happened indeed? You were watching the World Finals for VGC.
Yeah, I was watching the World Finals, and then I got a ping from Waffle 04 telling me to enjoy, and I'm like, the frick happened in this game? And then we watched it, and then fuck happened. So, Excadrill crit Regirock on turn 9, killing it with a crit. The next turn.
Yeah, it was a double crit.
Regirock had no hope, first of all. Then Megalatias trapped the Tyranitar, killed it with the Thunder Cage on turn 19. Even more insult to injury. Then...
Well, that one wasn't anything haxy.
It wasn't, but it was just very unfortunate. And then we saw the Sylveon dying on turn 35 to a Lava Plume from the Latias. And then it just avoided the confusion from Magical Tour quite a lot to kill Mega Diancie.
Well, it's not that it avoided the confusion. It got confused quite a few times. It just never hit itself.
It's never hit itself. And that caused Mega Latios to kill the Mega Diancie before it finally died to Lycanroc. And then we saw Heatran just finished off the rest of the team, and we were all sad. Wafrod won.
Oh, okay. So it apparently did hit itself twice at one point. But the moment of truth when it was finally in range to just die, it won the speed tie and got to heal itself.
Shit. It was just unfortunate. Poor Haru. Really, I felt for the dude. Man, he was gutted. Everyone, I think, in the Corvus Bars was gutted after that. All that work. All that hard work.
And he was playing well, too.
He was. He was playing well. So that was the most, like, that is a story right there. That is a story. Yeah. How unfortunate. Alright, next up we have Stab and Mega. At least, Class got to start the week off hot for themselves by defeating Teemo in Stab and Mega.
Ironically, facing Psy Spam yet again.
Teemo wanted to Teemo this week, but Class just said, nah. Alright.
And ended up having a pretty good matchup into it.
So Tyranitar survived Spectreer's Draining Kiss on turn 13 to heal, while it Destiny Bonded in return to kill it, while Corviknight OHKO'd the Delphox on turn 19, burning the Urshifu before it died on turn 32, as Blissey then killed the Iron Crown on turn 43, while Eternatus killed the Indeedee and Corviknight burned the Staraptor before Tinglu finished it off. Class 1. Any other thoughts?
Nope, just that Class outplayed because he actually plays the tier.
Up we have National Dex DOU. Shira 2 versus Lodge Ice. Your gut was right.
My gut was right indeed.
Oh boy. What happened?
Although it wasn't really a gut feeling. It was a logical prediction.
Stop making these puns. These out of nowhere puns, okay? You're learning from me.
I'm not really trying to make puns.
Alright, so first off we saw the Mega Diancie Mega as Incineroar was put to sleep by Amoonguss as Mega Aggron Mega'd. Then Incineroar.
Ah, yes, Mega Aggron Mega'd.
Just like Mega Diancie Mega'd. So Incineroar was then sacked to Urshifu on turn 5 before Zapdos came in and Dynamax. Tapu Fini killed the Incineroar as Spectreer then Dynamaxed, while Zapdos killed Togekiss, while Fini continues to calm mind, and Fini ended up killing the Spectreer with Muddy Water. Then Diancie killed the Zapdos on turn 11, as Amoonguss put Urshifu to sleep and healed Mega Aggron, who set up the Iron Defense, and OHKO'd Diancie on turn 15 and killed Urshifu before Lodge Ice forfeited. Any other thoughts?
Not really, just that I saw this coming.
Yay! Mega Aggron was the GOAT in this one.
Oh, agreed.
People should bring Mega Aggron more.
I don't think so.
They should. They should, though. Alright, next up we have National Dex Ubers minus obtainable forms. Velvet lost to the strap by some very, very unfortunate decisions.
Velv probably would have won that too.
So, Kyogre poisoned the Cramorant on turn 3 who hit the surf. However, didn't really get to activate its Gulp Missile. What happened?
Mikoi, look at it.
What happened?
Mikoi, look at it. You should know what's wrong.
It was not gorging, was it?
It's not gorging.
It was not gorging. They brought the not very effective Cramorant. You brought the useless Cramorant instead.
Normal ass Cramorant was brought, man. Normal ass Cramorant.
I would laugh if normal ass Cramorant actually won there, but no, it wasn't gorging. There was no Gulp Missile. Anyway, Groudon Wars happened shortly after. Then we saw Necrozma remove the Yveltal remove the Necrozma's item before getting paralyzed on turn 11. With Kyogre killing the Cramorant as Ground Arceus Fairy was then poisoned on turn 18, while Groudon was then sacked as Koraidon sashed Cramorant to set up the Tailwind, Vel forfeiting shortly after. And your thoughts?
Not really, just the fact that Vel was saying she had a good MU here if her Cramorant was gorging.
I wish it was. I think we all do, actually. Alright. Next up is Shared Powered Brands. What was supposed to be V2 versus Axel, which would have been a fine match, but it instead turned into the legendary GOAT matchup between two-lettered M GOATs, M Genius versus Michael Jordan, and MG won.
Unfortunately, I saw that coming from a mile away.
Me too. Me too.
Like, as much as I want the Corvies to win, I didn't see MJ winning that.
Wow, and the games itself were akin. First, game 1, very, very short. We saw the Yanmega critting the Empoleon, killing it on turn 5 as...
Okay, now that was a great start. Wonderful, even.
The unfortunate thing with Empoleon. And then Groudon was then brought, sets up, and Terrafires, killing the Diplin before, we forfeited. MJ forfeited.
Yeah, that just about always happened. There wasn't much to do about that.
So, yeah, the Yanmega's Fables, then Groudon abused it, and they Terrafired.
MG had an Intimidate Mon in the back. Well, not in the back, but like among his options. And MJ brought Defiant and Competitive.
Which would have been useful
if MG brought Intimidate, but unfortunately he didn't.
Well, and then we saw game 2, where we saw the Zacian sets up the Swords Dance, kills the Empoleon. Again, MJ bringing Empoleon to games and then dying. As Grim snarled and sets the Reflect.
Did you mention MJ's immediate early Terra?
Oh, I was gonna bring it up later, but yeah, the Terra Psychic Indeedee came into the fray. Yeah. We saw the Grimmsnarl setting up Reflect, but gets crit killed by Delibird via the Brave Bird on turn 9. Then we saw the Indeedee, the Terra Psychic one, kill the Dugong as Clefable paralyzes Mew but gets paralyzed itself on turn 14 before being killed by it as Delibird kills it in return, the Mew. As Gallade then sets up the Agility before killing
We kind of knew we were. They kind of knew MJ was cooked once the Clefable was revealed to be unaware.
And then, yeah, Mew died. So Gallade then sets up the Agility, kills the Indeedee, and then crit kills the Frostmoth. And then swept Minior for MG to win. Any thoughts?
Not really.
Oh, it was bad. It was an MG slaughter. This one. M-Genius, you slaughter. That's your goat. That's your M-Goat.
True.
Alright, then we move on to Same 6. A-Truck. Defeating Corby Kafka. Which we kind of expected.
An interesting game, to say the least.
Which we kind of expected, but yeah, it was very interesting how this one played out. So, this one we saw Seaking killing the Bruxish as Tapu Koko then sets up the Iron Defense on turn 8 and subbed, while Seeking survived Togedemaru's Iron Barbs on turn 13 to kill it, before sacking the Bruxish. As Blaziken then killed Carbink before dying to Blaziken on turn 18. Well, Tapu Koko beat Tapu Koko, and Bruxish finished off Togedemaru in the end for A-Truck to win.
After Corby Kafka got a double spiky shield.
So they did. So, yeah. Any other thoughts?
Kind of funny how little the Blazikins did in this game when based on my first impressions, Blaziken could damn near sweep everything here.
We theory on this last week, PokeArt. We theory on the fact that Blaziken was going to be sweeping this one.
Screens, SD Blaziken, maybe with a Pasho Berry. Yeah, everything just dies.
Yeah.
Except for
Carbink. But, again, the 2 Earthquakes would have dealt Carbink pretty easily. So, it was, as you could say, a interesting game. And then we move on to the final game. Zostra beats Mada. With that damn team again.
Oh, that was a great game. See, this, Mikoi, this is the Lax.
So this is where you got to show the Lax's true power.
Yeah, Clean didn't need to show what the Lax could do.
Zostra did. Agromatali did instead. So.
Oh my god, that name brings back memories. Wow.
The throwback. So Ditto sets up the Aurora Veil while Toxapex poisoned the Tornadus as Frostmoth subbed and Quiverdanced.
Wait, I just realized this is the exact same team Trichotomy used.
Yeah, it is. It's literally the same. Well, except for Screamtail. But, yeah.
No, didn't Trichotomy use that too?
Oh, he did? Oh, well, that's funny.
Yeah, this is the same team.
They literally just played that the exact same way. Anyway, whatever. Frostmoth froze the Toxapex on turn 11 before it thawed, because it was being there. And while Zamazenta was then poisoned. Then Ninetales was then poisoned on turn 35 before dying. Nothing much happens of note after that. And then, turn 35, we saw the Ninetales die to the poison. And we saw the thing. The thing that kills all wounds, the Snorlax. It friggin' belly drummed. Oh, and ate the custap berry so it can kill the Among Us in one hit.
It ate the custap berry because it's gluttonous.
It is a gluttonous one. Terra ghosting against Ditto, who tried to body slam it but couldn't. And yeah, that beat it on turn 40. And it swept until Blissey killed it with a Shadow Ball after multiple chips, leaving Zamazenta to then finish it off, killing and winning for Zastra.
My god, it lived and killed everything. Even Gliscor couldn't kill it. It lived and it killed the Gliscor.
The lazy, as you put it.
Oh, come on.
Damn autocorrect. The lazy one. The lax one. Alright. So that was week 6 in a nutshell. Glad to be covering this quite the fast way. So,
can you believe that every OU game had some variation of the same Hail team?
it was, and it brought 75% success.
And can you believe that every opponent of said Hail team, or well, most of them, was Stall?
Yes, 3/4. At least 3/4 of them were Stall. Which was funny. So, taking a look at our spreadsheet now, after week 6, we saw these matchups happen. So we saw, of course, the Limasalva Street Litwicks guaranteed playoffs. There is no way you're faltering at this stage. You are guaranteed playoffs and you are the number 1 seed.
Uh-huh.
As the reigning champions, how do you feel?
Feeling pretty good about it.
So number 2, we have the Absolute Absolute Posters, who've been equally as dominant, never losing a week, and from...
We never lost a week, too. You didn't mention that.
Yeah, you didn't... Well, no, there's no repeating, but you only tied... You tied, just like with the Absols, you tied 3 times, and then you displayed dominant win after dominant win. So, good job on that front. So both of you are pretty much locked in the playoffs. You and the Absol.
Not pretty much, we just are.
Yeah, well, you're pretty much locked in the playoffs. Are locked in the...
Again, not pretty much, we just are.
Oh, you are locked in the playoffs. Both you and the Absol Poster. So good job. The predictable semifinalists. Now we got the predictableness out of the way. Let's talk about the interesting stuff. So... we have the 3rd seeds, the Stupid Sound Snoms, where they're currently...
who also haven't lost, if I remember right.
Yeah, because they only tied until week 5 when they started winning, so they're pretty much in a good position to make playoffs.
They're locked in, Mikoi.
They're locked in, okay. So, it's really just a horse race between 4th to 7th place. The Ambers were in a good position, but they've lost... they've only lost 1 week, but the other times, they've only managed to scrape out a tie or win, so, the balance is there for the Embers. There's 0 differential. Number 5, we say the Grovile Gang, who have lost these last 2 weeks, so this one is going to be a fight for them in order to scrape. They have the better differential than the Ambers, but they have lost more weeks, so, it stands to rare reason. It was a 6-5. And then we see both the Slugmas and the Cultists, they need miracles. Basically, at this point, they just need miracles because the top 3 slots are already locked. It's just a battle to see who's number 4.
Yep.
And of course,
it's definitely a bit more doable for the Slugmas than it is the Corvies. Yeah, I think
Slugmas have a good a possible chance. The Cultists need a miracle.
Hey, there's a feasible route.
There's a miracle
for the Cultists to make it, but it requires the Slow Bros to win big over the Ambers, which
so yeah. So here we go. We have so Iron Pikachu put out a little like playoff standing thing. So the Ambers, if they win, they're 4th place. No shot about that. If they lose, it's depending on match how they lose by. They're in if the Cultists lose and the Slugmas lose, which, you know, it's very close, but if they manage to scrape out a win, they're guaranteed 4th. So if the Grovyle gang need to win, they win the week. They're in playoffs if the Ambers lose or tie. And it just depends on how much the Grovyle gang wins by. Same with the Slugmas. They both have equal opportunities. They just need the Ambers to lose and the other team to lose. So they want the Slugmas to lose, or or if you're a Slugmother, you want the Grovyles to lose. And then the Cultists, they need to win big.
Oh, they need to win real big. Like we're talking 6-2 minimum.
Minimum. They can't afford to have 3 loses. So, and of course, if all these teams lose, they are the bottom 3 lose, they are guaranteed out of playoffs. So the horse race is on, and no games have been played. There's a lot of sub options though, so that's funny. But no games have been played yet at the time of this recording.
Games will be played soon.
Yeah.
Like, our first game is in only a few hours.
Yeah, so let's go and predict the matches before they start happening. PokeArt, who won last week's predictions?
Okay, drum roll, please. Me, I won.
Yeah, you finally broke the streak. I was having a good, 2 or 3 win streak. I enjoyed my reign.
And our scores were, for me, 16 out of 23.
That's good. Always having mistakes? That's good.
I believe that's about 69.56%, but maybe 57%.
Nice. How much did I get?
You got 18 out of 30.
See? Not bad. I didn't do bad
Which
at all.
is exactly 60%.
Yeah, I didn't do bad. What did Pick get?
The pick, let's see the percentage here. The pick got 46%.
Again?
46.6, technically.
The pick sucks.
With 14 out of 30.
The pick sucks. Alright, so here we go, week 7, the final week before the semifinals. You guys are gonna chill, of course. You fuckers are gonna
we're chilling, we're memeing, we're doing whatever the hell we want.
So you can just chill. Let's reveal the mystery OU. It's First Blood!
Oh, yeah, thank God, that's the mystery OU for the week we're chilling, because, ew.
First Blood rule. The game ends whenever one Pokemon faints. This requires a lot of skill, a lot of switching, a lot of pivoting. So not much in the way of coverage, IMO, but if there's some
Wouldn't it be funny if the first game of the week was an OU game, then it would be First Blood.
Yeah, literal and figuratively, it would be First Blood.
That's actually probably going to be the case, actually.
Alright, so.
Our OU game is happening in only a few hours.
Yep, so let's predict. Let's predict, shall we?
Okay.
First off, we have the Silverhaven Slowbros versus the 9 Oblivion Ambers. So, Ambers, you have the 8th seeds to battle. Like, is this the freest you've ever had into guaranteeing 4th place?
This is about as free as I can get.
Please, if it happens to that, and if you still choke this one, we're going to laugh at your face, Ambers.
Oh yeah, for real.
We are going.
This is laughable if you mess this up.
If you mess this up, you gave the Groviles and the Slugmas a chance of winning, and B, we get to laugh in your face because you lost to the 8 seeds. All right. First off, PokeBH.
Have the Slowbros won against anyone?
Let's see the sheets.
Oh wait, no, they haven't, because they only have 2 points and
they only tied.
Tie.
They 2 tied and then they L'd. All right, the rest are L's.
Yep, they never won.
Well, hopefully
we got 3 teams in this tour who never lost, and then we got one that never won.
Okay, so, well, is this the time for Slowbros to win? And potentially knock out the Ambers? This would be really funny. Alright, so first off, we have PokeBH. Bobsican versus Right Clicker. I do believe Bob is negative and Right Clicker is neutral.
Is Right Clicker only neutral? That can't be right.
Let's see. You check.
Oh.
Positive. 3-2. Not bad. However, oh man, comparing these two, man, Bob's has not been doing as well. Bob really hasn't been doing well in PokeBH, huh?
No, not really.
So, in my mind, I'm going Right Clicker. What do you think?
I'm also going Right Clicker.
Man, you are predicting against your own guy.
Hey, he messed up pretty bad last week.
He did, which is pretty bad. Does Pick agree?
The Pick disagrees.
It believes in Bob, unlike you. Alright, next up is Cam of Chaos. Splodge versus Waffle. Waffle actually starting. Waffle's actually starting.
What happened to Aerobee?
What happened to Aerobee? I guess, you just, I don't know. You tell me. If this was Aerobee playing, this would be a guaranteed win for Aerobee, but, hey, you never know. He could potentially sub in.
So who are you thinking wins?
Oh, man. I would say Splodge here, but if Aerobee gets subbed in, it's Aerobee. So, as for now, I'm going
Waffle.
Ooh! You know what? I'm changing my predict. Waffle. He got the Aerobee support.
You didn't believe in Splodge at all.
Yeah, that was more of a reluctant predict, okay? So, Waffle's got the Aerobee support. I believe in the Waffle. Go Waffle. Does Pick agree?
The Pick agrees.
Yeah, we're all waffling. Stab and Mega. What was supposed to be Blie versus Space Speakers turned into Velcroc versus Space Speakers.
Turned into an actual match.
Wow, the harshness.
Well, yeah, why was Blie and Stab and Mega?
We have no idea.
That's Velcroc's tier.
And Velcroc is in his actual tier, so does Velcroc have enough oomph to beat Space Speakers?
No.
I would say no as well. I'm going space speakers. Sorry.
Notice how we are only predicting for the Ambers so far.
Yeah.
This is cooked.
Yeah. Oh man, they should pull off some upsets. I'm rooting for the bros. Alright, so does Pick agree?
The pick disagrees.
Goes for Velcro. National Dex DOU. Nakanino Nino versus Lodge Ice.
Lodge Ice.
Yeah. Sorry, Nakano. I may have known you from another tour from somewhere, but I'm not sure if this particular doubles is your forte. Lodge Ice!
Yeah, this particular doubles is Lodge Ice's forte.
Yeah, Lodge Ice to win. Does Pick agree?
The pick agrees. Once again, we are predicting for the Embers to win again, and, this is so cooked.
National Dex Ubers minus obtainable forms. We got Joe Jen versus the Strap.
Ooh.
It's a compelling It's a compelling matchup, but I think the Strap will win.
Yeah, Strap's been doing real nice.
He's one of the top Ubers guys. So.
Oh, and look, a fifth Amber Predict has hit the predictions.
Yep.
We're officially predicting a 5-0 at least here.
Does Pick agree?
The pick doesn't agree.
Jared Powergrand. What was supposed to be Lechin versus Axel turned into TGK versus Axel.
Oh, it's even more cooked now.
If Lechin wasn't subbed out, I would have actually gone for Lechin.
I might have gone for Lechin.
But since this is Axel.
Yeah.
Pick agree?
The pick agrees. A sixth Amber Predict has hit the predictions.
Same 6 for the 6. Vampire versus Akeras. Let's take a look at that same 6 first before we predict.
Akeras, what?
Let's take a look at the same 6 first. Actually,
I don't feel like I need to look at the same 6 to predict this, but okay.
I like the same 6, actually.
Whoa, that's rare coming from you.
I like it. Look at it.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is good. So we got Klefki, who's the screen setter. We got Oranguru, who's going to probably wall Jellison quite a lot.
That thing could be a special sweeper here.
Really? Oranguru?
Yeah. I mean, it gets coverage. It gets good coverage.
It
gets stuff like T-Bolt, Psychic, obviously. It gets Focus Blast.
Wow. It actually could manage to frick up the team if needed. I think Jellison as well.
And no, there's a Venusaur.
And a Weavile. And Weavile's probably gonna mess up.
And an Oranguru.
Well, could do. Nah. It's probably not carrying that.
And a Surfetch that's probably going to run knockoff.
Oh yeah, there's a Surfetch. I hope someone brings Stick or Leak or whatever Surfetch carries, just to get that incredible crit hit ratio. And Weavile should also carry.
Funny.
And Weavile should also get like the Razor Claw.
It would be funny.
Venusaur is gonna do some healing and sun. Anyway, Akeras to win.
Akeras to win.
A 7-0. We're predicting at least.
It could not be more cooked unless we predict an 8-0.
Does Pick agree?
Except you're not gonna predict an 8-0 because I see who's playing OU.
Does Pick first agree?
The pick doesn't agree.
And now we predict for Mystery OU. I predict Tenebrisite to win. At least stop.
Oh yeah, that's because you're you.
Yeah, I like Tenebricite. He's gonna win. Even though I think he's negative.
You know what? You're Tenebricite to win.
Is he actually negative?
I don't know.
You check. He's neutral? Oh my god, okay. What about Mata? What about Mata? Oh, Mata's the one negative. Alright, 10% to win.
Tenebricite to win.
It's not
who the hell can actually predict who's gonna win this week? Because, like, it's First Blood.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good friggin' thing, but yeah, 10%'s gonna win, I think.
Wait a minute. Actually, if it's First Blood, then...
You're not seriously predicting an 8-0, are you? You are really cooking the slow bros here with a 0-8 loss to the Ambers.
It just occurred to me that what kind of format, what kind of stuff would be good in a First Blood tier.
I've played First Blood before.
And it made me realize that Mata might actually be better here.
I've played First Blood rules before. They are wacky.
Yeah, how so?
They're wacky. I mean, it's been years since I've played First Blood, but they're wacky. They're wacky enough.
Now, I'll still go Tenebricite because he's positive.
Ha ha! Believe. Alright, does Pick agree?
The Pick agrees.
We're all predicting Tenebricite. Not the 7-1. Well, not the 8-0, sorry. The 7-1. The 7-1. Alright.
They're still getting 8-0, though.
Ouch. Christ. Alright, next off, actually, we got the Grovile Gang versus the Corvus Squire Cultists. Both teams need a win and the Ambers to lose, basically. Yeah, this is clutch time for either team. So, first off, we have Poke BH, Brain Damage Haver versus Flampoke.
Ooh, that actually sounds like a good match.
I mean, it's gonna be close. I think Brain.
Damn.
What are you thinking?
Low-key favoring Brain.
Yeah, you gotta admit, Brain's been doing real good in Poke BH. This is his tier.
Yeah, he has.
I mean, the tier is literally named after him. Poke, Brain, Damage, Haver.
Whatever you say.
Alright, so does Pick agree?
The Pick says Flampoke.
Alright, Cam of Chaos, Banded Body Press versus Velvet. What the fuck?
Velvet wanted to play Camo.
I mean, it's a fun tier and all. And, you know, you got the class support, but, how well are you gonna do against Banded Body Press? Actually, Banded Body Press...
I don't know.
Actually, no. Banded Body Press is proven to be beatable here, so...
And Velvet's pretty good. It's really just a matter of,
How good?
does she know the tier?
Oh,
I don't think she does.
I think you're gonna have to be a little bit more faithful to Velvet.
Probably.
Still, though, I think...
Wait, are you predicting Velvet?
No, I still think Experience will win here, and I'll go Banded Body Press.
I'm gonna go Velvet!
You are
for
bold.
Shits and giggles.
You are bold. You are the betting woman. Who's the betting man now? Alright. Who's this pick side with?
You, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yours is the logical choice.
Stab and Mega, Derpy Boy versus Class.
Class.
Yay! We both agree. Yes, Class dominated last week. Might as well carry that momentum. Class to win. Big agree.
The Pick says Class.
National Dex DOU, we saw Luisin versus Shiratou.
Ooh, that's a good match.
It is a pretty good match. Alright. Who are we picking?
Who are you picking?
Who are you picking?
Who are you picking?
I'm picking Shiratou.
Whoa!
Yep. I was denied last week, but I think this week I'm fully back in Shiratou here.
You know what? So am I.
Oh, you're going up against your boy, Luisin?
Well, yeah, it's not exactly a gut feeling type of thing either.
Wow, the betrayal. Alright, does Pick agree?
The pick disagrees, says Luisin will win.
National Dex Uber's minus obtainable forms. We got Lottie outside versus Mashing. Mashing actually playing Ubers. And, you know, we've seen Mashing play Ubers before and doing pretty well. I think AG is going to be, you know, Mashing and Velvet. I think that core is going to be, like, cooking. They're cooking in that tier. But they're up against
you hope so.
But they're up against the Goat and Lottie outside. But I think Mashing could actually pull off a win. Lottie outside hasn't been showing up these past couple of weeks, so
I wouldn't be surprised if Mashing were to win here, but I think I'll favor Lottie outside.
Same here. I'm predicting Lottie outside, but I am not surprised if Mashing wins. Does Pick agree?
The pick agrees.
Alright. The shared powered brands. We got D-Wagon versus Zostra.
I don't... What?
The D-Wagon. Not Dwagon. The D-Wagon.
No, that's not the issue, Mikoi.
Oh, Zostra playing Rands?
Why are they in Rands?
You know
Both
what?
of them. What is this matchup?
What is this matchup? We have no idea. But, you know those two. You've seen both players skill.
I've not seen Dwagon.
You've teamed with him in BLT!
Oh, wait. I guess I saw Dwagon play Rands during Quals, but that's about it. And that was normal Rands.
So, who's favored?
I'll go Zostra because he's an OM player.
Same. Zostra, I think, is the better player of the two, so... Zostra. Does Pick agree?
Pick disagrees.
Alright, same six. We have an actually, compelling matchup here. PTK Moe Kyun versus 8-Truck. This one...
PTK.
Really? Just like that?
He's just kind of better in this tier, without question. I'm sorry.
Well, no. You know what? No. I will rebut that, and I will go 8-Truck.
Is there a reason you're doing this?
I actually like how 8-Truck played last week.
Okay.
Let's take a look at that same six. Ooh, that's a lot of bulk.
Oh yeah, right. I remember. This is the Stolly one.
That's a lot of bulk. That's a lot of bulk. You got Aromatease, you got Cresselia, who is just specially wall. You got Houndstone.
Josh Bun, Houndstone, Registeel.
Yep.
Goodness, the only super offensive mon here is Kiram.
You got the two
and hell,
doggies.
that one's fairly bulky and capable of stalling too.
You got the two doggies who are physically bulky. You got the two pink mons who are especially bulky. We got Kiram, who's probably just going to be... who's not going to actually do much damage. I think Kiram's the worst mon here.
Not quite, because...
Gosh bun?
Loaded dice, in theory. Loaded dice,
it's not gonna be that
D-Dance
it's not gonna
be good.
It's not gonna be that effective.
It'll be good versus the specially defensive mons.
Not really. I mean, not really. No, not really, because Cresselia has got has some physical bulk with them too, right?
Well, yeah, but like, how much better is it gonna fare as a special attacker than Cresselia is probably just gonna be Calm Mind.
Yeah. So, point granted, Kyurem's the worst mon here.
It's a bit difficult here, yes.
It's gonna be burned by Houndstone's or Dashbun's Will-O-Wisp. Aromatisse and Cresselia can easily beat it with Moonblast, and then Registeel, lol, Iron Defense Body Press.
Registeel does look kinda nasty here, I agree.
Okay. Yeah. But also, Iron Defense Body Press. Not only that, it's just, Dashbun is also, capable of, Wish Passing along with Aromatisse. Who does pick side with? I know I'm going A-Truck. You're going PTK. Yeah, okay. Mystery OU. We got Wesley versus Avarice.
Avarice back. Wesley playing for the first time.
Well, we know how good both these two are in BLT, from BLT. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that much of a hype matchup. Let's just be honest.
Hee.
Who do you side with?
Who are you saying?
Avarice.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Who does pick side with?
Wesley.
Okay. Stupid Town Snoms versus the Slugmas. So, Stupid Town Snoms can just basically meme, while the Slugmas, they got a hill to climb.
Are fighting for their lives.
Well, they are a fire type against an ice bug. Alright. First off, we have Pokebay H. TTT Tech versus Richard Milliplane. Yeah, this one's compelling, but I think we have a clear winner here.
TTT Tech?
TTT Tech. Sorry, Richard. I know you've been, doing well and having some wins here and there, but, I think TTT Tech's going to be the more experienced here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I said TTT Tech.
Alright. Pick. Who do you pick?
It says Richard.
It believes. Cam of Chaos. The Yasui region versus Akira. Akira. I don't know. Yeah. Who?
Yasui region.
Really?
Well, yeah, Akira's not been doing well. Hisui region has.
I mean, you're right. But still, are you undermining this potentially hype? Not just.
A little.
Okay, the Hisui region.
Because let's see, Hisui region is 1-0. So technically 4-1 in actual games. With the only actual loss being from L-Taker.
And Act. So, yeah.
Well, no, L-Takers was a real win. That was a game.
That was a game.
So Act loss was to Mashing.
Okay. Yeah, Hisui region. 100%.
Let me see how Akira's doing.
Negative. Region to win.
I think Akira could take it, though.
Okay. Spec agree?
The pick says Akira.
Alright, Stabbing Mega. We got Rafna versus the Jungler.
Rafna.
Same. Yeah, sorry. Jungler was 3-0 coming into this, but he started faltering ever since week 4, so Rafna.
People realized his teams aren't that good.
Rafna. Big agree.
The pick disagrees with just about everything we've been saying. Oh my god.
Alright, National Dex DOU. We got the GOAT. Mitchell their best versus Smudge.
So one's top 8 in Worlds and one is mid.
That's an accurate comparison.
So who are you going to pick? Top 8 in Worlds or mid?
Top two top two in 2023, top 4 in 2024, top 8 in 2025. Yeah, Mitchell their best is going to win.
The pick says smudge.
National Deck Super's minus obtainable forms. We got Fiend versus Remnonk. Yep. It's gonna be one of those.
One of those indeed. Who are you predicting? Because I don't know.
Oh, Fiend. 100% Fiend. Like, Remnonk's not doing great.
And how's Fiend doing?
Well, you check. Yeah, worse record than... better record. Better record than Remnonk.
Let's see, Remnonk is...
1-4. Who was his only win?
Taka. Whereas Fiend's only win was Entro.
In a deserving/non-deserving win?
I don't really remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
I don't really think there's a clear winner here. They're both not great.
Oh no, Fiend. I think Fiend 100%.
Okay.
Who are you picking?
I guess I'll go Fiend.
Alright, does Pick agree?
It says Fiend.
Okay, notice how we've been predicting only snoms.
Actually, maybe I'll go Remnonk.
Really?
Bro is actually going to be fighting for his life out there, Mikoi. Fiend doesn't need to fight.
Fiend is going to out prep. Let's just say that.
No, why would he even prep?
Oh no.
They don't need to prep.
They're gonna win. I think Fiend's skill is going to outclass Remnonk. Okay, we can disagree. Okay.
I'll stick to Fiend, I guess.
Notice how we're predicting.
It's probably the better player. You have that right.
Notice how we've been predicting snoms. Only snoms to win. Alright, next up we have... Oh, wait, Pick agrees, right?
The Pick agrees.
Shared bad rants. Okay, we got the highlight match. JJ versus Michaelos.
Ooh.
Yeah. This is make or break for Michaelos.
Well, this is make or break for his team, too.
Yeah, but especially for Michaelos, he needs to beat JJ. Which I will back. I will back Michaelos on this one.
You're predicting Michaelos?
Yeah, I am.
Not sure.
Who are you picking?
I'm not sure who I'm picking. Let's see what their records are.
4-1 JJ
I don't think Michaelos' record is that great.
So does that mean you're going JJ? I'm going Michaelos. I don't know. Even though he has the worst record, being 3-2, like I'm still backing Michaelos to win. He's gonna be more motivated.
He had plenty reason to be motivated last week, Mikoi.
Yet he lost. So Yeah. Poker, you're sitting on this for way too long. Who do you going?
Michaelis, I guess.
Alright, you're agreeing with me. Spec agree?
Yes.
Alright. Same sex. Esteban versus Crying.
Esteban.
I'm gonna say Esteban too. Let's take a look at that same six. We can never escape Typhlosion now, can we?
Yo, there's a Typhlosion?
There's a Typhlosion.
Where's ours?
Where's a Typhlosion Hisui? You don't need it. You have your own Flash Fireman. It's in your mascot.
You don't have a Flash Fireman.
It's your damn.
This week.
It's your damn mascot. Don't try to DT it. I can see you DTing. Am I right?
No.
Shut up. Shut up. I know I'm right. Alright, so we have a Mian Xiao, we have a Delibird. Oh, Delibird's gonna be useless.
It can set hazards and die.
That's your only strat with the Delibird. Just set hazards and die. What a roll.
I don't think anything else has hazards here, so...
I mean... Mian Xiao can carry rocks. No, I don't think it can carry rocks. That would be stupid. So...
It gets spikes.
That's it. Spikes.
Yeah, but that's something.
Well, at least don't carry high jump kick on your Mian Xiao. There's 2 ghost types. Instead, let your Stoutland use Scrappy and kill him. And Shiftry.
Ah, you're right.
And Shiftry, we don't care about Shiftry.
Shiftry cares.
Shiftry cares.
Shiftry cares about the 2 ghost types.
It can set Sunny Day, letting loose on the Chlorophyll and Typhlosion Hisui.
Oh, wait, that sounds kind of terrifying, actually.
Yeah, it can set the Sunny Day, boost up the Chlorophyll. Which one of you frickers learned Sunny Day? Just Typhlosion and Shiftry? That's it?
Makoi everything learned Sunny Day, didn't you know?
No, you're lying.
Delibird probably learns it.
You're lying.
I'm lying?
You're lying. Check.
Tell this to... Okay, Delibird doesn't it?
Objection.
Hey, I was just saying everything learned Sunny Day.
Not these frickers. Unless you're talking...
Miansha learned Sunny Day.
What?
Yeah?
Are you sure?
Yeah?
You sure? You're lying.
Magus learned Sunny Day.
Okay, I expected that.
Shiftry obviously learned Sunny Day.
You're lying. Minsha doesn't learn Sunny Day.
What? Minsha? Stoutland learned Sunny Day.
Okay, I expected Stout. Yes, Minsha, no.
Why did you expect Stoutland?
Because it's bulky enough to actually carry it.
So yes, Meekboy, 5 out of 6 of these mons learned Sunny Day.
And Delibird. And you brought up Delibird as the first mon. Lol.
As I said, everything learned Sunny Day, Meekboy.
So Miss Magius is going to freak out, and then Typhlosion is going to die. Good. Esteban to win.
Esteban to win.
Sprig agree?
The pick agrees.
Yeah, it's odd that we're predicting against Crying, but Crying's mid in same sex. I'm sorry, that's my hot take.
Oof.
Yeah, Mystery OU, Clem versus Batty.
Batty,
yeah. Sorry.
Although, I think Clem could win, because let's remember this is First Blood.
Yeah. You know what, I might No.
This one's unpredictable as hell.
I think Batty would win. Alright, pick. Who does pick?
Batty.
Alright, finally, we got the Absol posters. Not the Absolute, because someone misspelled. Absol posters versus the Limasawa.
Absolute?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. Absol
posters versus... Absol posters versus the Limasawa Street Lit Wigs. Hopefully they shouldn't be absolty.
Absolty, did you just say?
Yep.
I want them to be absolty.
Salty abs.
What?
Alright. First off, we have PokePH. We have Kinetic versus the true L-Taker. Why the fuck is L-Taker playing PokePH?
He wanted to.
He wanted to.
Yeah?
Well, I'm predicting L-Taker to win either way, so whatever.
How funny that he's playing the same guy he probably would have fought in Camo.
Yes. Who also probably wanted to play PokePH as well. So yeah,
Perhaps. That or they just wanted to bench,
Farden
and also make room for their last player who hadn't yet played.
Okay. Alright, I'll take her to win. Does Pick agree?
The pick doesn't agree with you.
Alright, next up is Cam of Chaos. We got Dragon Phoenix versus Panu.
In Camo!
Camu. And I think Panu will win. Crush, even. I expect Panu to 6-0 this motherfucker.
Whoa, now.
Alright. Panu to win.
Good. Panu wanted to play Camo.
Alright. I appreciate the hustle. He's gonna win. Does Pick agree?
The pick agrees.
Stab and Mega, we got Ice Master versus Don Vasquez. And they're gonna be playing Wednesday, my dudes.
Early Wednesday, I think.
My dudes. He should really get in the meme for it. So if he wins, do you spam the meme?
He'll probably just post it in his win post.
No,
maybe.
Spam the meme in your team cord. I want to see the Wednesday spam. I want to see the Wednesday spam.
At 11 a.m.
11 a.m. 11 a.m. Eastern. Okay.
That might be Central.
Oh, Central. Okay. But Dawn to win and no, actually no. Maybe Dawn to win. You know what?
I wasn't expecting that.
You know what? Betting man. I'm going Dawn.
Whoa, okay.
I mean, this is a week that doesn't matter, so Ice is probably gonna meme himself. But Dawn to win.
You think Dawn memes or iffy memes? You think that's gonna be more deadly?
I just want to see the goddamn Wednesday frog spam.
Okay.
Please, make it happen, okay? Dawn to win.
Okay.
That's my one wish. He's playing on an actual Wednesday. Please make it happen.
Although it might be Thursday by the time he plays for you.
I know, but still, I want. It's in my Wednesday shift at work.
Okay.
Alright, does Pick agree?
Pick disagrees.
Goes Ice Master. It's actually logical for once. Acker Kokio versus Aragon in National Dex DOU. Now
this would be so hype if it mattered.
Yeah, I think the two are gonna be memeing. I hope they both bring the world championship winning team.
That's not legal.
What?
Dude. This is Gen 8 National Dex doubles. You think a Koraidon is legal in that? You think Terra is legal in that? You think Brute Bonnet is legal in that? This is Gen 8!
You know what? They should bring, like, the substitute. Like, bring a Moongus in replace of Brute Bonnet. They replace Koraidon with, you know... I don't know.
What the hell is the replacement for Koraidon?
Como-O? I guess? It's another dragon fighting mon. Yeah, they are bringing the world championship team. I want to see the Giovanni Chishki team, like, be used.
I think it's pronounced Shisuke.
Shisuke, sorry. But, yeah, I want to see the Giovanni team. None of that James Evans crap.
Bro, they brought similar teams.
I know. But I'm going with Aragon. I'm actually going to go with Aragon here.
They've had a team prep since last week.
Yeah, I think the prep...
They're taking it seriously, I guess.
Yeah, I think the Aragon prep from last week is going to carry them. Aragon!
Aragon!
Does Pig agree?
No.
National Dex Supers minus obtainable farms. You got FC versus Entros follow. Aye. FC.
See, we probably would slide in Jeffica because we wanted to give her an opportunity to play it, but she's busy this week.
She could honestly beat FC, but, Don't believe me? Don't believe me? Slaughter again. I dare you. Alright.
Maybe?
FC to win. FC to win here, so Jeffica can beat FC later. Okay? Okay. Alright, does Pig agree?
Yeah, it agrees.
Alright. Shade Reds, Irpa Chusa versus Los Konoshuto. Hopefully Irpa is still wearing that dunce cap that he was wearing.
No, Mikoi, it was the banana.
I know, that was his dunce cap.
That's not a dunce cap, it's a banana, Mikoi.
So...
There's a difference.
So, does the banana help him win against Los Konoshuto?
I'm personally hoping that a several-week break will help him win against Los Konoshuto.
I'm predicting Losco.
Frick.
Does Pig agree?
The pig agrees.
Alright, let's take a look. Same six, Kesso versus TPP. Let's take a look at your same six. Ow! Your same six hurts.
Why does it hurt?
You got Comfey, who slays pretty much everything in here. Don't believe me? You got Giga Drain for Barbarical.
No, I believe you, alright. It's just...
You got Giga Drain for Barbarical.
I think you're underestimating the other mons here.
You got Barbarical, got Giga Drain, then the rest are just draining.
You're also forgetting that there's a Cobalion right there.
Draining Kissed by all of it. You got Comfey who's gonna Drain and Kiss all of them, and Barbarical's been Giga Drained. I mean, what? Are you gonna bring like very special Cobalion?
You don't think it just gets one shot by a Draining Kiss, do you?
I think it can, if Comfey can get up multiple Calm Minds.
I think you'd need quite a few Calm Minds to achieve that, Meatboy.
Yeah, are you really gonna expect Cobalion to be your only Comfey answer?
Well, we'll figure that out.
Yeah, Cyclozar...
I mean, I'm sure Queso's trying to figure that out, too.
Yeah, Cyclozar, who shed tails. You got Hitmontop, who's... I don't know. And Barbarico, who's the worst one who could Shell Smash. And then Reggie Drago's got Dragon Energy, who's going to be useless for Comfey. I mean, you could just trick with Sicklezar and just, do well with it, but whatever. Alright, so TPP to win.
Thank you.
TPP to win. Sorry, Kesso. I think last week made you realize, oh, I am that old.
No, Mikoi, he got
unlucky. I know. He got pretty unlucky. Alright, does Pick agree?
The pick agrees.
TPP. Mystery OU was supposed to be Clean versus Trichotomy. Turned into Chico's versus Trichotomy.
Chico's wanted to play at least one more time before we went to playoffs. Also, Clean hated this Mystery OU.
You deserve the break, Clean. You deserve the break, Goat. Chico's. I know he can be good. I know Chico's can be good, and he's
determined to win, Miko. You know what happens. You know what happens when that's the case, right?
Oh, Chico's is gonna lock the fuck in.
He's locked in, Miko. He doesn't need to be, but he is, because he simply wants to win.
He wants to get that neutral. He wants to get that neutral, and I think he's gonna achieve it. I'm going with Chico's.
Yeah, and he's actually gonna be the first game of the week, I think.
Really?
He plays in, under 4 hours.
Oh, crap. Well, Chico's to win. Does Pick agree?
The pick disagrees.
Okay. Well, that's it. That's it for at least the round robin stage for predicts. Tune in next week when we'll cover the recap of Week 7 and we do the semifinals predicts.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Litwick, Sapsel Posters, and Snoms. And then the 4th place, good luck.
Good luck indeed. Hoping it's the Corviknights.
Alright.
Or Corvisquires.
Please like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you won't miss a video once it comes up. See you next week! Goodbye!
Bye.
This has been McCoy, signing out.
Adios.